into your future like you've never seen before.
Welcome to Inspirational Astrology Horoscope for Thursday, March 1st, 2018. I'm Astrologer Dave Palmer, the Leo King, here to illuminate the collective consciousness. Well, this is the last week for my sale on one-on-one readings. If you want to get a personal consultation with me for 10% off, type in the code GRATITUDE at theleoking.com. Make sure that you click on consultations. And tomorrow, my March 2018 horoscope will be out. I am doing a live show tonight where I'll be recording it at Ecstatic Dance for Orange County, the first Ecstatic Dance in Orange County. I'll be DJing it and doing an astrology talk. Don't miss it if you want to do it tonight. Don't miss it. Go to ecstaticdance.com or ecstaticdanceoc.com for more details. But before we take a look at all the planets, let's take a look at the Leo King's Planet Energy Meter to show where all the energy is for your full moon Thursday, and I'm sending you lots of great energy. I am sending you lots of love and light, and I'm hoping that you have an awesome, amazing, and spectacular, wonderful, and awesome Thursday. And come on, where do you think I'm putting that energy meter? I'm putting that energy meter at the extreme position today. Woo-hoo! It's the first full moon in a month. Literally, we had 0 full moons in February, and here we are, the very beginning of March, and we have a full moon. So this is a way to start the month, right? Intense energy, almost like we're letting off steam or things coming to a major fruition or a peaking out moment. Now, this is a full moon happening in Virgo. It's in an opposition to the Sun and Neptune, which are starting to get really close. Really interesting. So we've got this full moon in Virgo that wants to sit us in reality. What's practical? What's going to be able to be manifested? What can happen? What can't? Especially when it's in opposition to Neptune, right? It's like, oh, what are all these dreams? I don't know if I can, make them happen. What's real? What's fake? There's a lot of things that start to come up in this kind of energy. What's manifestable and what isn't? What is good for our souls? Because actually, if you really want to take down what Pisces and Virgo are all about, is purity. Purity of physical and purity of spiritual. What feels pure and what doesn't feel pure? There's a lot that's coming up on this, and especially with the big sextile and trine to Saturn and Capricorn, what feels pure to the path in our life right now? And what is real? What can manifest? What is true? What is of a divine source? What is a divine light? And what isn't? The interesting aspect as well, Mercury and Venus are starting to conjunct during this full moon, so there's a lot of clarity about relationships, projects, people, situations of your value systems. Like, are these in alignment with ourselves? Especially with the big trine over to Jupiter, it's like, is this in alignment with our true nature? Is this in alignment with what we really want? I think there's a lot of buried treasure. I think there's a lot to uncover, and you got to remember that all the planets are still direct until the 8th and 9th when Jupiter goes retrograde. So there's like all this energy that's like kind of built up with the full moon and all the planets direct. And if you watch my report that I did, my deep astrology report I do every week on YouTube, you can really start to understand with all these planets that have been direct for so long. It can almost feel like, man, there's just so much energy, and what's going to make real, what's not going to make real. And with this Mercury, Venus, trine Jupiter, I think it's like the doors are opening in certain areas and the doors aren't opening in others. Jupiter and Scorpio is very particular about what doors open and what doors don't. And with the square to Mars, which is in Sagittarius, I think that there's a lot about our identity, our ego, our drive, our instincts, about what we really want to conquer in our life and what really is going to feel like it's opening doors or not. It's kind of interesting because having Mars in Sagittarius and square to Venus and in square to Mercury, which is at its weakest position in Pisces, there's a lot about like, if you're feeling doubtful about something, are you going to be able to push through it or not? And with all this, energy which is in Virgo with this full moon, it's like, is it real? Is it worthwhile to you? And a lot, especially because of the Venus aspect, is it worthwhile to you? Does it feel good or does it not feel good? So, what a full moon to start the month off with. Way to wake up, too, where maybe you've been slipping or maybe things just have been kind of not really clicking together. Remember, Virgo is all about finding a way to click and making it practical and making things work, where Pisces can sometimes be where we're slipping and sliding. But at the end of the day, I think that we need to find our creative energy and still be practical. So I think with the amount of Pisces there is, sure, some things might not seem like they can work, or they might not seem real, or they might not seem like they're going to be able to actually come together. But maybe with the square to Mars and the trine to Jupiter, there is a way to make things come together and work if we search a little bit deeper and we're willing to explore new options. Card of the day is the Nine of Swords reversed. So this is us leaving a lot of doubt, a lot of worries, a lot of anxieties. Good card to have in reverse. Definitely not a good card to have when it's upright. This card is definitely saying that something about this day is going to have you remove worry, remove doubt, and actually start to move forward, I think, in better thoughts, clearer thoughts, and be much more clear in direction we're taking, and not so, chained to dark thoughts, worries, sorrows, bad news. This is a time in our life to really focus on what's good and focus on the good things. Don't forget about those consultations, which I have for the last week here, 10% off. And don't miss me tonight at Ecstatic Dance OC, which you can definitely find at Tickets Hard Sale if you want to join us live. We'll be doing spiritual dance music for this full moon, which will actually be an ecstatic dance, which means during it you can't talk and you can't be on your cell phone. We're going to be doing it live and live streaming it. Make sure you check it out. ecstaticdanceoc.com. Thanks so much, and I will see you tomorrow if you're on futurelife.tv.
Future Life. Wake up to your future like you've never seen before.